When putting your family home on the market, it can be an emotional and sometimes difficult time. There are many factors to take into consideration when contemplating why a home is not selling. Rose, when putting a portfolio together of photos of your home, what is it that you look for?
A photo portfolio of a home is imperative to selling your property. The most important aspect would be to hire a professional photographer. But before we do so, it's very important to prep your house for sale. So once we get the house prepped and ready, many times we stage, many times we declutter, depersonalization, and cleaning. Then we're ready for the professional photographer to come in who has a beautiful eye for areas and what the buyer is looking for.
Many of us have friends that are realtors. Tell me a little bit about when making a decision, who you should choose as your realtor. Should it be a friend or should it be someone that is specialized in the market like yourself?
You're going to want to pick a person who has results in the area that you live. Your friend will understand if you don't select them, if they don't have the background that they require, for instance, to sell a luxury property. They're not all created equal, and there's a lot of intricate details that are involved when selling. So as if you were going to do surgery on yourself, pick the person that's going to do the best job, get you top dollar, and sell it in the quickest amount of time.
When selling your home, do you want your sellers to be there?
I encourage my sellers to leave the property when we are showing it. The buyers are not comfortable with you in the house. And if you have a pet, like a Fido, take the doggy with you. Even the cats, if you can, take the cats with you. People don't always like pets in the house, but especially they don't want to see the seller sitting on the couch in the family room, or worse yet, following them around. Let your realtor show the house and go get a cup of coffee.
Rosie stated that turning down a showing is not wise. Tell me more about that.
It is very important for the seller to allow the realtor access within a given amount of time. If they consistently reject a showing over and over again, which I've had happen, the buyers are going to cross your house right off their list. So if you need 3 hours, great. If you need 24 hours, great. But please do not constantly say no to a showing when we have a ready and willing buyer. That's how we sell your house.
As a realtor, is it important that there is digital access to be able to see the photos of the house?
Digital access is very important. In fact, 85% of the buyers are online right now. There's a lower pool of, let's say, the empty nesters that might not be so tech savvy, but they're still on Zillow and Realtor.com, and they are looking at the photography if they can figure out how to access it. But yes, it is imperative. That is number one in my book.
What is the most important thing that your clients should know when putting the house on the market?
The most important thing when putting your house on the market is to enter your home as a buyer. Change your hat, be the buyer. Walk through your front door and look around. Is it crowded? Is there any type of pet odor? Do you smell cooking? Is it bright? Is it clean? Is it cluttered? Are there personal photos on the wall? All this really should come down. You need to be the buyer. They have a very hard time seeing a pool table in the dining room. They don't like that. They want the dining room to be the dining room and the living room to be the living room. So the best that you can to get your property to look the way it was meant to look when you purchased it is going to help you. Are your windows clean? If not, clean them. How's your roof looking? Not power washed? Get your guy out. How about your grout? If it's not clean, call in Grout Beautiful. If you have something that is taste specific, let's say, for instance, in a kitchen, I had a client who had a green center island cabinet. And once I walked in, I was like, wow, that's really bold. People don't like bold anymore. So what we did with that particular house is we painted the cabinetry a very in gray tone, and we accessorized with staging, and it was such a transformation. In fact, every buyer I've shown this house to so far has loved the kitchen and everything that we've done. Another thing to take into consideration is, how does your house look from the curb? How's the landscaping? How are the pavers? Are there weeds popping through? But you need to be the buyer. So buyers buy with the 5 senses. Another item that's important is, what do you hear? If you're on a road and there's road noise, they're gonna comment.
Rose, what's the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach us is to call us at 954-298-3626, or please follow us on all of our social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. and YouTube. I look forward to hearing from you.